Hi everyone, Chris here from All Leeds TV, ready to preview Burnley away this Sunday. So yeah, a real good opportunity for us to get the first W on the board league-wise. Obviously, we had the good win 3-0 against Crewe in the Carabao Cup midweek, but it's a chance to get the league campaign properly underway with a win before we go into the international break. Burnley away, obviously we had a great result last season there, 4-0. With us seeing a bit of class from Rodrigo. So really positive for this one. This is a great opportunity, as I say, to get 4 points out of 9 on the board before we go into the international break. Obviously, taking into consideration the first game of the league season, I think 4 points on the board as we go into the international break would be a decent enough return. Obviously, with Liverpool to come immediately after the international break. So my expected starting 11, as you can see scrolling below, is 𝘽𝙎 net. Obviously, he's had very much a decent start to the season. I know he conceded 5 at Manchester United, but I think there's very little blame attached to him on any of that. He's looked really solid, kept us in the game at 2-1 against Everton for us then to go on an equaliser with that stunner from Rafinha. So yeah, really good start to the season from 𝘽𝙎 and fully expect him to carry that on. Fingers crossed he can get a clean sheet against Burnley, which would be a big boost for him and the defence. So back four, if we do play a back four, I mean, there's every opportunity that we play a back three because Burnley are likely to start 2 up front, which obviously more often than not means Bielsa will go to a back three. But I'm going to stick with the usual formation or our more preferred formation. And then I guess Bielsa will shuffle it around. We might see a back three of Ayling, Llorente and Cooper, or Llorente, Struijk and Cooper. Who knows? So I'm just going to go off one formation, which is 4 at the back. And we'll see what happens on the day. But across the back 4, I've gone Ayling, Cooper, Firpo with Llorente coming back in. Had a really good 45 minutes against Crewe. Didn't have much to do defensively. But those passes out the back that he was doing first half, he just gives us that extra dimension coming out from the back in transition and everything else. And he looked bang at it. So I fully expect Diego Llorente to come back in. And you just have to look at the stats around goals conceded with him in the team to without him in the team last season. And it makes for stark reading. I'd suggest people go away and look at them. Trust me, we're a better team with Llorente in. Then Calvin in at CDM. Obviously, I thought it was very, very, in fact, he was my man of the match against Everton. I thought he was astounding in the middle of the park. He seems to like playing Everton as well. It seems to bring the best out of him. And again, against Crewe, we got the armband. Led the team through a couple of difficult patches in the game. We were always on top, but, you know, it's getting to 75, 76 minutes and it's still 0-0. Calvin kept pushing on. Should have scored in the first half with a header, but made up for in the second half with a great finish at the near post from a corner. So, yeah, Calvin in at CDM. In front of him, 𝘽𝙎 and Dallas. It was a bit of a toss-up between the 2 out of the 3 that can play there or potentially would play there. So they're leaving Rodrigo out. I think he looks a little bit off it. I'm still not convinced about him in this number 10 role. Bielsa seems to believe in it. And I think he did say for the Everton game that if he'd have been fit, he'd have played. But he was carrying a slight knock. So we might see Rodrigo in. But I'm going 𝘽𝙎 and Dallas. I think Bielsa always finds a place for Dallas in his team. So for me, 𝘽𝙎 and Dallas. And then the front 3 pretty much picks itself. Harrison, who was superb against Crewe and very good against Everton as well. Rafinha, who obviously got his absolute belter against Everton to equalise. And then Bamford up front, who came on for the last 15 minutes or so, I think it was, against Crewe, and absolutely changed the game. He was unreal. Just watching him firsthand, willing runner, just making defences think hard about what they're doing. He was pulling the centre-backs all over the park and obviously set Jack up for his first and then was involved in the third as well. So Bamford's in, and I hope he gets a goal and gets his season off the mark goal-wise, but he's looking bang at it, is Paddy Bamford, which is great to see. So that will be my starting 11, obviously caveated, as I said, with there might be formation shifts to counteract Burnley's 4-4-2. And getting on to Burnley, we know what we're going to get. The physical side, they're going to try and bully us. I think they've got the lowest passes in the league this season so far. Yeah, only 2 games. And I think lowest pass accuracy as well. So we need to be careful with Burnley, you know, around the set piece, corners, free kicks in and around the box. Big Chris Wood up front. Ashley Barnes, who's always capable of nicking a goal. I think their only goal scorer this season so far is James Tarkowski. But you wouldn't put it past Chris Wood, would you? You know, old team, all the rest of it. But if we're anything near like we were last season against them, then I fully expect us to come out winners. My prediction is 3-0. I need one of these predictions to come right, by the way, because along with a couple of others at All Leeds TV, I'm bang bottom of the predictions table so far for August. So I could really do with a 3-0 and getting this one right and getting myself away from any forfeit. But yeah, 3-0. I think we've got too much for Burnley. And like I say, I think Tuesday night will have given that bit more energy to the team. A win's a win, regardless of whether it's a Premier League game or in the Cup. We played a strong outfit, as in our team. We put a strong lineup out. And Crew gave us a good run around. We had to work them hard to break them down. So it's all good. It's more miles in the legs for players like Calvin and Junior Firpo, who've had sort of lesser of a pre-season. So yeah, it's all good. So yeah, I'm going to go 3-0. Let me know in the comments below your predictions, your starting lineups, what you'd like to see. Obviously, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Gaining a few subscribers recently, which is fantastic. We want to keep growing, providing you guys with more content. One last thing to mention, I know Tash has mentioned it on a couple of streams as well. We are, as a team, doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks very soon, actually, early next month, for the Leeds United Foundation. The link below to donate will be in the description. Please, if you can spare any change, it would be massively appreciated. It's all going to a great cause. I'm going to drag the gang around the Three Peaks with a couple of ex-pros for Leeds and a few others. I think Angus Kinnear might be taking part as well, which is great. And obviously we played them at football as well, which was a really close game. We didn't get our backsides handed to us at all. So yeah, it'd be massively appreciated. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a great end to the week. Happy bank holiday weekend. And fingers crossed for a good result on Sunday, because I don't want a bank holiday weekend ruining, do we? Let's be honest. None of us do. So yeah, fingers crossed for a great result. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and catch you soon. Bye.